the Devil's Circle. The old logging road was more a memory than a path, a faint scar of red earth swallowed by the encroaching woods. We'd heard the stories, of course, whispers in smoky bars and late-night diners about a place the locals called the Devil's Circle, a place where the trees grew too close together and the air hung heavy and still.
Keep close. If the map's right, the cabin should be another half-mile.
Let's just hope the map's not lying to us like the last one.
Yeah. Either way, we keep moving, eyes open.
Always.
We were young, restless, and convinced we were immune to the foolish superstitions of this sleepy town. The thrill of the forbidden was a siren's call we couldn't resist.
What is it about the Devil's Circle?
Don't talk about it.
Ben, ever the skeptic, scoffed at the tales of strange disappearances and unsettling phenomena. "It's just a clearing," he'd said, his voice echoing a little too loudly in the oppressive silence. "Probably a spot for teenagers to drink and get up to no good." But as we ventured deeper, the forest seemed to close in around us, the canopy of leaves blotting out the last vestiges of twilight. The air grew cold, and a strange metallic tang filled our nostrils. We found it just as the last sliver of the moon was devoured by the clouds. A perfect circle of scorched earth, where nothing grew. The trees that ringed the clearing were ancient and skeletal, their branches like twisted fingers pointing towards the starless sky. In the center of the circle stood a single gnarled oak, its bark a patchwork of grotesque faces that seemed to shift and writhe in the flickering lantern light. It started subtly, a whisper on the wind that sounded like your name, a fleeting shadow at the edge of your vision. We tried to laugh it off, blaming the late hour and our overactive imaginations. But the feeling of being watched was undeniable, a cold pressure on the back of the neck that sent shivers down our spines. Then came the visions, not grand, terrifying apparitions, but something far more insidious. A glimpse of a long-forgotten childhood fear, the echo of a cruel word spoken in anger. The weight of a secret guilt, long buried, now bubbling to the surface. The circle was a mirror, reflecting the darkest corners of our own minds. We turned on each other, the camaraderie of our adventure dissolving into a venomous brew of paranoia and suspicion. Ben's skepticism curdled into a bitter cynicism, his words laced with a cruelty that cut to the bone. Maya, usually so quiet and gentle, became withdrawn and hostile, her eyes filled with a cold, unfamiliar light. I saw Chloe talking to the oak tree, her voice a low, desperate